Gotta turn your mic on.
Hello and welcome to the Founders Cup here in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Of O Canada, and we'll be right with you. And welcome to the Founders Cup 2019. I'm Kevin Larson with Amateur Sports TV. We're just setting up some cameras, getting it out. Our internet was running good, all testing, and now as we get to game time, it's decided to drip down into levels we don't like to broadcast to you. So bear with us. We'll likely eliminate a camera here and see what we can do. We have the North Shore Kodiaks versus the Six Nation Rebels. North Shore Kodiaks are from Quebec, Six Nation Rebels from Ontario. Off to the left in blue will be the Kodiaks, and on the right we have the Rebels in white. So a national box lacrosse tournament. So the first one we're doing here on Amateur Sports TV, and I will admit I am not the most well versed with the rules, so I will be learning some things as we go. Again, with the internet, I normally follow both on YouTube and Facebook to get your comments, so you can correct me as need be. I will only be on YouTube today, so if you are watching on Facebook and you want to yell at me, you'll have to pop a YouTube. Here we go. Opening face-off. False start and try again. There we go. Ball is one. Back. Rebels. Yeah, it is. Gutch. Battling in the corner. Not able to keep it. North Shore taking back, throwing it back to Galernet. North Shore working it around. Pass is loose, ball is hopping. Player switch, try to get a faster guy. North Shore fighting for the ball. Justin Martin. There we go. Here comes Six Nations working the ball in on goal. And it's a nice save by the goaltender. Comes North Shore running it up. That is Alex Simard working it down in the corner. Fighting hard. North Shore working it around the top there. Back over to Simard. Ooh, able to get the pass off, almost deflected. Shot on goal. Good save by Briley Miller. Getting it set up for Six Nations. Here we go. Elijah Brown on the attack, passing it over. Six Nation gets in, and that's a goal by Mason Hill. Great work by Six Nation Rebels. At 18:32 left in the first period. And the Rebels go up 1-0. Face off here. Big hit, but able to keep the ball. And here the Rebels come again. Darius Anderson working it in to teammate. Fighting around. Another shot on goal, but saved. Ooh. A hiccup there by Quebec, and great pressure by Gutch. Gutch has it, passes it, centers it to Jesse Longboat. Jesse throws it back to Darius Anderson. Anderson looking around. Here comes Six Nations Rebels. Shot is blocked by the defense into the net. North Shore getting it, and William Lagreese. Short little pass, no one there, and here comes Six Nations. A great pass up to Chayton King. Loses it in the boards. Now we have a battle, but King does get it again. Hard physical game. Centers it. Here comes Six Nations. Shot clock horn goes. And here comes North Shore once again. Maverick Hosdale over to Simard down in the corner. And across from our vantage point. It's not always easy to see the numbers here, still learning the players. And Six Nations gets a steal. Tate Sky bring it all the way down. Switching the momentum of play. Fight for it in the middle. Ooh, couple missed scoops. Looks like Six Nations will get it. Yeah, oh, and it's up in the air. And here they go on the attack. Marshall Paulus goes wide. Waylon Abrams, and we have a shot clock. I'm calling it a shot clock. If it's called something else, please let me know. Again, as here comes North Shore. North Shore working around the outside, trying to fight in, and just a strong Six Nations defense. Back shot from the point is blocked by Davin Miller. Working it around again. It's North Shore trying to shoot. And Phoenix Lafbrie misses, giving Six Nations the ball. 15:45 left in the first period. Wesley Whitlow setting it up for the Rebels. Looking for an opening, passes it back and rings it around to the other side. Oh, nice little behind the back, and that's in the net. Great play by Mason Hill. Juked everyone out and able to get a shot on that goes in. Glenn tells me to stop eating the microphone. Finally, a big enough stop and play. I can read the chat here on YouTube. North Shore, Kodiaks getting the face off, but not able to do much with it. Great pressure. Ooh! Big defensive hit. But that will give the Rebels the ball here. Setting it up is Wesley Whitlow. Trying to find an opening. Passes to the far side. In the center. Elijah Brown. Working in Whitlow. Ooh, behind the back shot. Hits off the back boards and will bounce all the way. 2 seconds left on the shot, and they just throw it down. Not much else you can do. And we do apologize. It's hard for the cameras to focus. White mesh, protective mesh in front of us, and a white ball. We will do our best here. North Shore trying to put some pressure on. Rifled hard, hits the backboards. Ooh, great play by, and a goal. Alexis Simard picks the ball up off the backboard, does a little deke, gets a shot on goal, and is able to beat keeper Briley Miller. Cuts the lead in half, 2-1. Rebels still have the lead. Again, there's more and more people joining on all our platforms here. Oh, good play by North Shore. Great defense, just physical, not letting North Shore move when they do have the ball. Kodiaks do get it, bring it into the zone, looking to tie up the score. Setting up here. Galarnio passes around. Kodiaks deep in, looking, shot, and that's the save. Great save by Briley Miller, going for the 5-hole, not able to get it. Or Miller was able to get it. Quebec going for the 5-hole. As the Rebels come in, setting up here in their offensive zone. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Behind the pass flick. Able just to control the ball, but the clock is going down. They shoot off the end boards, and the Kodiaks do get it. Oh, not able to get it to Matthew Pearson, who was alone past the defenders. 13-15 left in the first period. Whitlow setting up for the offense. Rebels offense. Runs for the net, shoots wide, bounces off the backboards, and it does go over, so that'll be the Kodiak's ball. Pass up. Phoenix Lefry. And the Kodiaks throwing it in. Shot bounces and goes up. Kodiak's getting the ball again, working it around. And a great play. Oh. And we do also apologize for the pipe when we look down at the Rebels end. They built us a nice stand to kind of get us a better view here as the Rebels work in, and unfortunately it lifted us into some heating pipes, so we do have that in the one shot. Rebels working, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Nice shot just wide of the post. Bounces up and over the glass. That'll be a Kodiak's ball. And here come the Kodiaks. Galamio. And working it out. Just the umbrella. Looking for an opening in a very strong Rebels defense. Outside, bounces over, and it does. It goes out. That'll give the Rebels the ball. And here they come, doing very well on offense. Whitlow again, setting up in the zone. Gets to the far side there. Back to the center, looking for a way in. Shot blocked. The second shot is saved. Goes into the corner. Kodiak's grabbing the ball, making a rush, trying to. They are able to get past and able to set up in their attacking zone. Alexis Simard looking for his players as they change to an offensive set. Trying to work them in, and again, the Rebels defense just keeping them out hard, not giving them a break. And with a shot clock coming down, they just kind of fling it in. It's a hard fight over to the offensive zone. Looking to set up here are the Rebels. Oh, good save by the Kodiaks. Kodiaks looking to move up the zone. And here we go. Legree setting up, pass. Ooh, misses, almost hits the trainer. And the Rebels able to grab and go. And here we go. Good rush. Not able to do anything with it. Ball's loose in the center. He's smashing the bodies here to get the ball. And Gendron is able to get it into the corner, deep into the Rebel zone. Rebels able to hop on it as Squire Hill passes it up. And getting the offensive set with Whitlow setting it up again, rushing, looking for the pass, making a move at the net. Circled around to the far side. Hard shot, misses, hits the backboard, bounces back. 10 seconds left on the clock. There's going to have to be a bit of a Hail Mary here. Just throw it on net or into the other team's zone, which is what they do. Oh, good steal. Under the legs on net, but it is saved. Great play by Marshall Paulus. And look at that, a 1-on-4 there, just putting some pressure on. And I'm told to move away from my mic yet again. North Shore Kodiaks lose the ball. The Rebels able to hop on it. Just great defensive play. I believe that's Colby Martin finding the offense in Whitlow to set it up. Break again, middle, down low. King, I believe, yeah, working it over to Abrams and back. Man, these passes are just fast and crisp. Shot on is saved. And Kodiaks will move it up. Kodiaks in the offensive zone. Simard battling in the corner, getting some help out. Passes it up back to Galignor. Over across. Ooh, I'm not sure if Miller saw it, but his pad stopped it all the same. As the Rebels, Squire Hill, able to bring it down. And gets it to Elijah Brown. Looking to set up here. And here comes the Rebel offense. Once again, great behind the back pass. Shot misses the net. Over to the side again. Oh, great pass. One-timer there, but put aside. Rebels able to keep on the offense here, just getting every rebound. Felix Antoni Simard able to stop the play, and here come the Kodiaks. Oh, ball is stolen. And here comes Paulus. Across. Pass is caught, and great one-timer over to Owen Martin. Not able to hop on it. But a great play again by Paulus. One-man wrecking crew there on defense. Hasn't been a stoppage in play in quite a while here. Just back and forth constant as Quebec is again trying to find a way in and unable to as the Rebels pick up the ball. Over to Justin Martin, gets it to Whitlow. Down in the corner, Peyton King. Back to Whitlow, over across to Abrams. Trying to get it inside, not able to. Back to Whitlow, behind the back, over to Abrams. That gets over Simard's shoulder, and that will be the third goal of the Rebels here in the first period. 6:47 left in the first period, 3-1 is the score. Brent, if you go on to Lacrosse Canada's website, find the Founders Cup page. They have a pretty good setup with the exact schedule, when each game is going to be. We are covering every single game in this tournament as best we can. They have all the rosters for all the teams there. 7 teams here. Ontario, Quebec, 4 Western provinces, and the FNLA. Kodiak's able to steal the ball there. Simard working, letting his offense get on the court. Ooh, pass back is dropped. Here we go. Kodiak's 10 seconds left on the clock. Working around, trying to get that shot on net. Miller is able to stop it. Big old basket between his 5-hole. Ooh, ball's bobbled down in their own zone. Hard fight. Looks like Kodiaks may end up with, Kodiak is calling out that there might have been a hand. The Bears do get it. Shot is, clock is reset and just flung down the arena by Sidney Paulus. And here we go. Here come Kodiaks again. Oop. Little slip on the court there. And Legris setting up. Legris. Ball is rifled around. Looking for an opening. Shot by Zachary Miller is missed. Ball is bouncing. Great speed by Dalen Hill. And not able to get it. Disrupted by the goalie Simard, and the Kodiaks are able to get the ball and send it back down the court. Fight in. Setting it up. Great battle just for position. Rebels not letting a Kodiak player into their territory to set up. Strong, ooh, big hit. 4:41 here left in the first period. And here we go with Kodiak setting up again in the offensive zone. Oh, a bit of pushing there. Out. Ref telling the players to stop it, and play keeps going. Squire Hill gets to Whitlow. They're looking for pass or shot, and the Rebels work it around. And back for the Rebels. Whitlow still setting up, 10 seconds on the clock, trying to work it in, throws it in the corner, no one's there. Kodiak able to get it. Transitioning, looking to set up their offense is LaBerge. And here come the Kodiaks. Working it around the outside, not really able to get on the inside. Strong Rebel D, and the pass is deflected and grabbed by Jesse Longboat, who runs down the court, shoots it. Simard makes the save, and Kodiaks will transition. Haziel gets it back, and Kodiak set up. Looking for an opening. Again, that's been very hard here on the Rebels defense. Pass is bobbled. Left rum. Ball's in the corner. Great play by the Kodiaks, but Rebels on him. Kodiaks will pass the ball in. 2:44 left in the first period. Miller gets the save, throws the ball up to Squire Hill. Squire Hill, good pass, and Simard makes the save. The Rebels getting the ball, setting it back up. Elijah Brown working it in. Across to Abrams. Oh, nice shot just on the short side of Simard, and that will be the fourth goal for Six Nation Rebels, going up 4-1 here. 2 minutes, 14 seconds left here in the first period. If you are watching on Facebook, following comments over on YouTube, so if you want to get in the chat, and pretty good chats going on here, hop over on YouTube. Of course, with our internet, we're having some internet issues, have to cut down on a camera, and boss says only stream from one, don't stream from both. YouTube has the more viewers right now, so it seems like they would have more chatters with questions. 2 minutes left here in the first period. Kodiak's trying to work it around. Just no opening here, and the Rebels throw it hard, hits off the backboards. Second shot, oh, it goes through. Great rebound shot. Can't see the number. Hopefully I'll see it in a sec to let you know. 24. Evan Reynolds gets the ball off the backboards and rifles it in. Kodiak's getting the face-off, working in. 1:36 left in the first period. It is 4-2. Great steal by the Rebels, and they will be counterattacking. Oh, big hit. Ref blows it dead, though. Gutch taking the Kodiak player out of the play. The ball is in the air. Here come the Kodiaks again, setting up. Working it around. Trying to get a shot from the outside or a pass. The ball is blocked by defender. Ooh, looks like there is a Rebels player injured in front of the net. Rebels are trying to clear it. And Miller is able to get it, allowing a change. Got 50 seconds left. Rebels looking to make another attack. Abrams with a great pass in front of the net, and it worked. Mason Hill getting the pass and rifles it by Simard. 5-2. Six Nation Rebels over North Shore Kodiaks with 43 seconds left on the clock. Rebels' just dominant defensive play is allowing them to set up in the offensive zone and winning. Kodiak slings the ball back to their own zone off the face-off. Finally picked up by one of their players. Here we go, 30 seconds left, trying to get a little bit of offense is Chair. Passes it across. Trying to work in, 20 seconds left. Don't really have to worry about shot clock right now. Just looking for an opening in the wall that is Six Nations defense. 10 seconds left in the period. Trying to get around the net, not really working, just flinging. Shot clock goes off, 2.9 seconds though, not much will happen. Swung down. And so the score is Six Nation Rebels 5 to North Shore Kodiaks 2. Great defensive play by the Rebels that first period. We'll have a bit of a break here. Again, I just want to thank a lot of chatter already from the fans. Thank you for that. I always like to see people talking, especially when it's mostly good things. Again, here, this is our first time doing lacrosse at all. I think Glenn finally gets to sit down. A little bit faster pace than, you know the speed. We are used to hockey. I don't do much hockey, but, we see that. But it's a little bit different because that ball, it just kind of blends into how fast they are more than anything. Trying to keep up with these guys, whipping it around the rink here. And we will be back with a little bit more in your second period after a quick commercial break.
At Super 8 Winnipeg West, we have your comfort in mind with free Wi-Fi and free daily Superstart breakfast. We also have guest laundry facilities, a state-of-the-art fitness center, and a jetted hot tub. Sleep well in a spacious guest room equipped with plush new bedding, a 50-inch flat-screen HD TV, microwave, mini refrigerator, and Keurig coffee maker. Or book a suite with a kitchen, ideal for extended stays. Super 8 Winnipeg West, located just inside the perimeter on Port.
If you take the first mortgage you're offered, a high interest rate could take your travel budget and send it packing. Before you choose a mortgage, take a second look. Get serious about your mortgage. Contact Case Financial Group today. If you take the biggest mortgage you can get, you might find your budget can't support other important costs, like buying furniture. Don't let your mortgage weigh you down. Get serious about your mortgage. Contact Case Financial Group today.
jungle.
Hi, I'm Nettie Weiss from Metal Master. You had an accident? Sometimes they're embarrassing, but they're always inconvenient. We have an incredible staff to take care of you. We have platinum certified techs in 4 different categories. We are certified as a gold class accredited shop. If you've made a claim already, perfect. Call us with your claim number. If you need a claim opened, give us a call. We'll walk you through it. Sometimes you can get a little nervous dealing with MPI. We'll help you out. Metal Master Auto Body. We'll straighten it out.
Founders Cup 2019 here in Winnipeg, Manitoba. As I get my mic set, I moved it around, and I know Glenn will be yelling at me. Says I get too into it and too loud, and then it cuts in and out. So if there are any issues with sound, do let me know. I am watching comments on YouTube. Unfortunately, because of the internet, I can't watch on both YouTube and Facebook. We seem to be having more activity on YouTube, so that is where I've chosen to watch this game. The score is Six Nations Rebels 5, North Shore Kodiaks 2 as we start the second period here in less than a minute. I do want to thank the fans. We had some good comments here and asking how it is. I've never, until this tournament, I didn't even know that there was a box lacrosse. I knew field lacrosse, watched it a bit on the Big Ten Network, but it's so different, and obviously a sport like this, you know it's fast, but you don't really know how fast it is until you get here.
What do you think, Chief?
We do have people lined up, Roy, to come for the different games. You have to talk loud. He'll yell at you if you talk too loud. We have David Robertson, Assistant General Manager of Six Nation Rebels. So he said we do have some people who know the sport better than I.
Thanks for having me up here.
Yeah. Now the Rebels' defense there, is that pretty normal for them to just shut down? They didn't give at the front of the net at all.
Yeah, you know what, our whole philosophy, we start with our D and our goaltending here, and we try to shut teams down, keep them outside and along the boards, and then we try to transition hard from there. So that's our MO. We have definitely a strong D core here.
Mm-hmm. And it worked out great that first period, and it really just boosts the offense when you can kind of go all out because your defense is just going to shut down.
Absolutely. You know, there's a lot of workhorses out here on our defense, so the O really picks up on that mentality.
And here we go. Rebels getting that face-off.
Yeah, possession off the face-off's key in lacrosse. Mm-hmm. The 30-second shot clock, and if you can control that throughout the game, you can usually control the tempo.
And here we go with setting it up in the zone, offensive zone. Whitlow backing over, Abrams. Right in front of the net, shot is saved by Samard. And back out, setting up again. Over Abrams. Look in the middle. That's a pass far side. Shot. It hits off the end boards. Rebels able to hold on to the ball.
So that's considered a minor interference call.
Okay.
It was on the pick.
I was kind of guessing in the first one. Just call him in a stoppage of play ball to Quebec.
Yeah. So basically, minor interference is an interference call, but not worthy of a penalty, right? Hard picks, knocking the guy right over on a hard pick or so.
So that is, good shot by Squire Hill. The Rebels able to keep possession of the ball. And just to set up here again, and they move so fast. It's like you want to let the people at home know who have it, but they move so fast that by the time you finish a name, three other people have it. As the Kodiaks get the ball, they run down the field. Not able to get the centering pass is Evan Reynolds. Did get their second goal in that first period. Passes to the outside. Shot is blocked. Rebels hops on the ball, and Chayton King. Shot is wide. 18 minutes left here. 2 minutes gone in the second period. Setting up here. Now, this is something that I didn't really realize. You know, I read up, I knew the positions, saw the position from play. Oh, that shot bounces in. Goalie was in front of it, and it just hits him and rolls on in. A great shot there as I'm trying to get an explanation.
Wes Whitlow
here
on that goal. Number 17.
We see him setting up the play, and that'll be 6-2. But when you have a position, you sort of also you switch every time pretty much the ball goes from one zone to the other. You don't play both zones as in most other sports. It's as soon as that ball crosses, if it's safe to do so, you rush off. And so you almost have two full sets of position players on your defensive zone and offensive zone.
Yeah, for sure. So when you get in the older age groups, junior and some midget teams, senior and professional lacrosse, you have specialist players. You have defensive players and offensive players. So you'll see both teams on a possession change switch out for their O and D, and that's a big part of the game too, is trying to take advantage of that switch, trying to get the fast break like we have here with Mason.
Great. Indeed, and this deadly kind of offense starts. Whitlow's a name I'm getting more comfortable saying, and recognizing the body, the person behind the name on the sheet. And another great play set up on this side over in front of the net.
Yeah, that was a great pass by Marshall Palace. Marshall, number 18, he's our leading scorer throughout the year. He had 151 regular season points in our 20 games this year.
We said his name a couple times. Great stealing, just a one-man wrecking crew, 1-on-4 in the other team's end. And
Marshall's definitely a full lacrosse player. He can play all ends, and he dishes the ball out as well as he scores.
So that brings the score to 7-2. 17 minutes left in the second. The Kodiaks trying to set up here. And again, they just haven't been able to get the front of the net, having to work outside. I think both of their goals have come outside the circle. And again, you see them there just clamping down. Good contact up in the boards, try not to let the Rebels break it out. But they're able to do so. Longboat setting up, waiting for that switch as we just talked about, getting the offensive specialists.
Yeah, and you'll see here Jesse staying out. So in lacrosse, you really have three positions. You'll have an offensive player, a defensive player, and a player that we call transition players, or a trainee. And they're a D specialist.
Oh, we're getting very heated there, and that's been going on since kind of the end, the transition there, and different players kind of picking up the gauntlet. The Bears will be getting a penalty. 2 minutes for slashing.
Yeah, so like I was saying there, you have a transition player, and they're definitely D specialists, but they have that little bit of offensive flair. Yeah. So you allow them to run the floor and stay on and continue on with your offensive guys.
And here we go, 5-on-4 for 2 minutes. And Quebec hoping to do something here, down 7-2, just not able to work it in. A great shorthanded pass up, and here comes the Rebels shot, and that is in. Martin to Hill. Hill knocks it in, shorthanded, and 20 seconds into the penalty, and they put the pressure on the other way.
Yeah, that's our captain, Dalen Hill, and he's a huge part of this team. He's the heart and soul, and I seen Dalen this morning. He was the first player up having breakfast, and he's ready for this. He's a last-year player, and he wants this Founders Cup.
Yeah, I will say this, in warm-ups and just kind of between warm-ups, the Rebels, they just seemed more like ignoring people. They were loud, they were excited, they were pumped. They made it echo in here, cheering each other and just getting into the game. And so they have energy. They have early morning energy, more so than I feel like I have. Kodiak's here setting up, minute 15 left in their power play, down 8-2. Working, and again, there he goes, stealing it again. And offensive pressure, even shorthanded. Simard able to steal that ball away. A minute left in the power play for the Kodiaks. Quebec setting up, working the outside perimeter. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Oh, and not able to hold the ball. 2 seconds, shot blocked by Miller. And here come the Rebels. 30 seconds left on the power play. Little roll, saved off the backboards. Rebels still able to get it and putting pressure on, even with only 4 players.
Yeah, you'll see all sorts of shots in lacrosse. In box lacrosse with the goalies with their huge equipment, and you'll see guys. The biggest thing is making the goalie move and getting him out of position here.
A lot of behind the back, a lot of kind of those low ones. We've seen a between the legs.
Yeah, lots of flair. We have some pretty good offensive players here that have the flair for the dramatics.
Yeah. But it's useful dramatics.
Absolutely.
And we are back to even strength here, a little under 14 minutes left in the second period. And Kodiak's just not getting anything. Their setup isn't able to do much. Push far outside the dotted line, and there goes the buzzer for shot clock. And Rebels, I mean, they're keeping them 3-4 feet away from even the dot. Oh, and there's that behind the shot there, but just a great play, and the little hit from the back will
just
get
a little minor interference call again, so a reset.
And I imagine, like all other sports, they come down a little bit harder when it's from behind versus side or great shot is saved, and now we're going to have a cross check, it looks like. Knocks the player down in front of the net and just kind of keeps him down there. People talking about the amazing venue last year for this tournament. Not quite as impressed with here in Winnipeg.
You know what? It doesn't really matter what arena you're playing in. The Founders Cup's something special, and it's special just to get here for all these teams. So you're right. Like Akwesasne last year, we just played a hard round against Akwesasne to win the Ontario's, win 5 games, and won a big game up there in Game 5 to send us to the Founders Cup against a great Akwesasne team. Went back and forth. We split the first 2 games up there, and then we split the next 2 games in Six Nations, and then had to go back up there for Game 5. And it was quite the series. But yes, it's a beautiful facility. They had over 2,000 fans in the stands during our Game 5, and it was good. It was nice, and the stands will fill up here.
Oh, he picks the corner there. What a great shot at Sidney Paulus. And it's just working much like they do even strength, but able to get that power play goal. They now have a power play and a penalty kill goal here in the second period. That brings it to 9-2, 12:48. And you're right. Sometimes you get to an area and they just have a facility that is just like, this is where it's meant to be. And we wish them all that. But the players, you know what? They're playing their hardest. They probably don't even realize the slight imperfections. And we'll do our best to, again, a minor infraction as you call it. And now going the other way. And here comes the Kodiaks. I was going to say North Shore and forgot their name for a second. It's always, first couple games is always a little bit of a learning people's names for player and teams and saying it and how best to say it. Here comes the Rebels 2-0. Shot Simard. Simard makes the save. Oop. Defender clips the net. And so fans have been pretty good, though, as we learn. Hopefully by the second games for these teams as we start getting to, or I start learning people. You know, you read a name on the list, well, it doesn't really help you there. And we got a penalty here. Yeah,
as you watch these games, you'll start to see a few players for sure from each team that are going to stand out for you.
Yeah. As Julie Brown mentioned, fastest game on 2 feet. It's like I would be hard to argue with that.
Absolutely. These guys fly up and down the floor, and the ball moves so much. I definitely wouldn't want to be the cameraman here.
As he laughs and says no, and they're working the ball around. And, I mean, they're just owning the floor. And the goalie doesn't even know where the ball is. The Bears move the ball around so fast there. Simard's hugging the post, and the ball's behind them. Just so amazing watching the sorry, not the Bears, the Rebels. And just a great play, another power play goal by the Rebels here. 11:54, and they've kind of run away here in the second period. That intensity.
Yeah, you know, we had a little bit of a slow start in the first period, I would say. Both teams feeling each other out, and it's early morning game. I mean, we're not used to playing in the morning. None of these teams are. You know, we're 7, 8 o'clock games, and the odd afternoon game on a Saturday or Sunday at 3 or 4, but. Everybody's going to get used to it, and that's one of the hard parts about this tournament is it's a war of nutrition, right? You got to play
so
days in a row.
Yeah.
You have a day where you have to play 2 games,
yeah.
And it's every day. So it's about keeping your body healthy and hydrated, and just rolling through the hard parts of the game, right? You get down and you can't stay down, or if you have a bad game, you can't keep it in your mind. You have to reset and go on to the next one.
Now, the Kodiaks did take a timeout here. We won't jump to commercial just because they'll be back, and a bunch of play will have happened if we miss even 10 seconds of the game, which is how fast moving. So how was when did the team you guys get in? Did you guys get in yesterday? Have you been a couple days?
Yeah, so we flew in yesterday. We left Toronto at 10 o'clock Toronto time, and we got here at 11:30 Manitoba time, so 2.5-hour flight for us. Wasn't bad. Everything went smooth. Everybody's equipment arrived, which is always a stressor. It's always a stressor when you're flying or whatever to make sure everybody's gear and stuff.
Yeah.
We sent our bus down, loaded up with a lot of our training gear and stuff like that. And we sent our bus driver and our one trainer. We sent them down. They left Six Nations on Saturday, and they were at the airport waiting for us when we got off the plane.
Nice. And Kodiaks win the face-off and looking to put some pressure in. Some far side physicality again, intensity ramping up. Shot from the outside is blocked. Great save by Miller. And here we go. Hill running. Defender trying to get him, able to slow him down and not get the shot off. But still, look at that, just pressure, just deking around. Reaches around the goalie and just sticks it in the net. And you know, we've seen a lot of pretty goals, and that's just kind of, I'm just going to put it in there. No flash or dash needed. I'm just going to get there and reach my stick around you and throw it in.
Yeah, and like I said, with scoring on these box goalies, it's all about changing angles and trying not to let the goalie set up. They set up and get big, it is hard. There is not much net.
Yeah, talking about the Blizzard being Manitou's only team, needing more and more awareness comes in these sports. We see more and more teams made, more and more companies getting behind for sponsorships, and then these sports can grow. So we're hoping here in Manitoba that hosting this Founders Cup, that next year we'll have more and more interest. And we've seen that in other sports where one year we're the only people knocking on the door, hey, can we help you do this? And then, oh, it looks like we have a delayed penalty, pull the goalie.
Yeah, I know, and sponsorship's huge for all these teams and for the organization.
Great save by Simard there with that pressure. A couple great passes, but able to keep it out. But that will be a penalty for the Kodiaks. 2 minutes for high sticking. Yeah, just getting the... But yeah, sponsorships, that's really where it is, because you talk about it, you have to get a whole team here from Ontario. That's flights, that's a bus, that's, you know, all their equipment, your trainer equipment. And a lot of people, you know, it needs to come from somewhere, and a lot of times leagues will have to, the players will have to pay, but if saved and up and over, that'll give Kodiak a reprieve here.
Yeah, you're right, and we're so thankful with the Six Nations Rebels and all the sponsors that we have throughout the whole year, not just for the sponsors that have stepped up humongous just for this week. And I I mean, you're right. There's flights and hotels and food and taking care of the kids, right? Like.
Yeah. Ref saying lay off the stick work there. We see that kind of intensity, and if the refs don't hop on that, sometimes you see that turn into bad blood, and it's nice to see them kind of cut back on that.
As the tournament goes on too, you'll see more, and they're gonna
you got to set the tone. We're not going to let too much get by in the first. A couple whacks is good, but let's not do 3 or 4. Minute left here in the power play. 9 minutes, 50 seconds left in the second period. 11-2 is the score. Six Nation Rebels. And here come the Kodiaks shorthanded. And he's just going to slow down. That is Mikhail Breer. And just kill some clock here on their penalty kill. Infraction. Kodiaks will get to keep the ball here. And working it around. Not in a rush here. Probably not going to do much unless they can get a big opening. 30 seconds left. A good 30 seconds killed in that. Oh. And just great. Just crushing. Oh, and there RS arms go up, so he didn't like that. A little extra. And so that will cancel the last 13 seconds of the power play. We'll go 4-on-4 for 13 seconds.
Yeah, he's got his stick up a little high there. And, it happens. It's an intense game. And like we talked about, being the fastest game on 2 feet. And
exactly.
And everything, the gaps close in a hurry, we'll say. And sometimes the sticks get up a little high. And we took the penalty. We'll try to kill it off here.
You're trying to keep track of so many players, your teammate, where the ball is, and sometimes you lose track where that stick is. And it's such a light stick, too. You move it so fast that it's like it can just kind of be everywhere at once, and they will just hold on to the ball here until that 13 seconds is done. Have half the shot clock here. And here we go, 5-on-4 for the next minute 40. Quebec just trying to get something on offense, down by such a large margin. Passing the ball around, looking for the opening, but even down a player, the Rebels defense is solid. Hard shot is blocked. Bounces all the way back. Goalie will help out. Shot clock down to 10. And here we go, Kodiak setting up with Zachary Miller. Passing it around, looking for an opening. I don't know if they're... Oh, shot clock. Well, maybe not. The ref reset it before the clock guy reset it, so we heard the siren, but here come the Rebels. Great defensive play by the Kodiaks there. Finishing that bit of edging the man off.
As you can see, as the games go on, the intensity picks up, and it's all good. It's great for the fans, and it's part of the game. Mm-hmm. It's an intense game. It's played with a lot of heart and emotion, and a lot of it's about controlling that.
Great shot is blocked aside by Miller. And the Rebels get the ball. 20 seconds left in their penalty killing. Hill kind of letting things set up in front of him. Whitlow not in a rush here as the penalty comes down to 1 and done. 7 minutes left in the second period. Great shot, great stop by Simard. Ooh, rebound almost bounced out of side of the blue. Looks like he can be a little bit more aggressive when the goalie stick is outside the blue there.
Yeah, in lacrosse, goaltenders are free game when they're outside of the crease. He wasn't outside of the crease there, just his stick was. So it's trapped outside the crease. They tried to push it through the stick, but you will see once in a while a goalie come out to play a rebound off the far end that comes down and play the ball, and they're free game for a hit.
Oh, great check there. Oh, a couple great bodies laid out. Oh. And again, just a little bit of heated words.
Be smart, guys, be smart.
And that's, I mean, you get good, big, clean hits. Doesn't matter the sport like that. People's tempers get riled up, and they realize, you know what, that was clean. Let's keep playing. It's easy to say that when I'm not getting hit. Here come the Rebels. Even strength, command of the game, 11-2. Ball's knocked to the side. It does hit the mesh. Whitlow setting up his offense as he's done all game. And look at that, just tic-tac. How do you defend that with just precision passing? And something that I've noticed is the Rebels, they haven't fumbled or missed pass. They've all been basket to basket, stick to stick, however you would call it.
Yeah, absolutely. Moving the ball quick. The ball obviously moves a lot faster than the feet and the body, so if you can move that ball around quick and good, clean, crisp passes, it's a huge advantage in the offensive zone.
Kodiak's getting a chance to reset here, working it out, trying to bring some intensity. Again, just not really able to work that front of the net. Kind of having to stay outside the dotted line here. Great save to keep it in, but half the shot clock gone. They haven't done much. Just looking for an opening that is just not happening. Hard. Oh, and he gets it. You see a hard rough in, getting roughed out, and he's able to, again, just shoot it just down low. The only place he wasn't getting hit, and that was a great goal.
Yeah, lots of effort there, and sometimes effort prevails.
Looked like his helmet got unsnapped. Trying to see, it's 13, I believe. They don't have numbers on the, I was telling Glenn, numbers on the arms, and when you're trying to learn people, because even they're so fast, they're twisting, you're trying to keep your eyes on it. But that is number 13, Alex Simard. We've seen him on offense for Kodiak when they have had a chance. He's kind of their setup guy often. Ball bouncing loose. Kodiak setting up by the blue line there. He's trying to get inside and just not able to once again. Oh, there they do. Shot hits the ground and bounces over. Almost seems like less of the pass around and more let's just run around and hope someone gets out of position and run through the net. And if that's what you have to do to get an opening on this Rebels defense, then that's what you have to do. Rebels coming, setting up the offensive zone, working around the perimeter. Great shot, saved by Simard. Sidney Paulus. Ooh. Bit of a slash there, non-call. And again, working out there, 15 seconds left in the shot clock, 4 minutes in the second period, and the ball just kind of casually bounces over the board. That'll be resetting of the play. A little bit extra pushing over by the benches there as Rebels get the ball, Kodiaks get the ball and move it forward. Here we go, Kodiak again rushing, trying to do kind of a bounce shot there. It bounces over the net. 3 minutes, 34 seconds left in the second period. Longboat setting it up for the Rebels. Over to Abrams, cross. Good shot, and that goes in. Just kind of an overpowering get in there. And that is the 12th. Oh, maybe.
No, they're going to call that goal off.
All right.
Couldn't quite see from an angle if it was maybe a crease call, but.
Luckily, we have a bit of delay, so maybe we can look in on that. Great save by Miller down here at the other end. Long pass. He gets it. Player on goalie, and a great heads-up play by Miller. rifling it down the field to down the court, get down the rink. What do you call it?
Floor. We'll call it floor, down the floor.
I have called it a little bit of everything, but rifling it down the floor and getting it to Hill, and just a great 12th goal. I was corrected once. I called it field earlier, and someone said, I think they said floor, not field.
Dalen Hill, assisted by number 76, Bradley Miller. Time 2:52.
Here we go, Kodiaks. They've been decent on face-offs, but that's the only part I think they can really say we're doing okay here compared to just an overpowering Six Nation Rebels team. Working the outside, across, getting a lot more movement in the Kodiaks here. The ball bouncing down, great running down by that is number 15, Justin Martin. Not able to get it. Kodiak's shot clock runs out.
So you see that was kind of an on-purpose play by Justin there. The shot clock was running down. There was about 6 seconds left. So instead of picking up the ball there, he didn't really have a great angle to the net. So instead of picking up the ball and getting slashed and getting worked and the chance of losing the ball, he kind of just tried to work it out to the corner and let their team pick it up, run that shot clock off, and have a fresh reset where we can change over to our offensive sets.
That makes sense. Here, Quebec working, a little under 2 minutes left. Shot, great save by Miller. And here they go, setting up. Marshall Paulus working the outside. Able to get a man in, but not able to make the pass. Ooh. Hit, play allowed to go on. Quebec trying whatever they can to get out of there and get into the offensive zone. A minute left in the second period. That is Maverick Haziel working it in deep. And there's a turnover. Miller will be setting it up for the Rebels. Squire Hill walking it up the field. And here the Rebels come. Hard shot from the outside. Samar saves it. Kodiak's able to hop on it.
I have to say, North Shore's goalie has kept them to where they're at in this game. He's made a couple of real huge saves.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes you see the score and it doesn't look that way, but I mean good shot. Oh man, it's bouncing behind him, but Miller able to keep it out. What a save. But it's definitely true, Simard there. He's there's just been so much shots, so much running around. He's doing a lot better than the scoreboard would indicate here. As 3 seconds, will likely get a last second shot, not able to get the pass to Abrams. Abrams is in danger. It's just a big body able to get in there and doing some of those fancier shots behind
Absolutely.
his back.
Waylon, he is a big body player, but he has very soft hands.
Mm-hmm. Size betrays the agility and mobility he has. So the score is 12-3. Six Nation Rebels over North Shore Kodiaks. We'll be back after a short commercial break.
Thanks for having me up here for the second period, and I'll come back and do something else in another game here.
Yeah, thank you. As people were saying, hey, maybe some people can come help you, and you showed at opportune time. It's great learning more and growing in the game. So
absolutely, you're going to be an expert by the end of Sunday afternoon when we have their Founders Cup Championship game.
All right, well, thank you to Dave Robertson. We'll be right back.
Thanks.
At Super 8 Winnipeg West, we have your comfort in mind with free Wi-Fi and free daily Superstart breakfast. We also have guest laundry facilities, a state-of-the-art fitness center, and a jetted hot tub. Sleep well in a spacious guest room equipped with plush new bedding, a 50-inch flat-screen HD TV, microwave, mini refrigerator, and Keurig coffee maker. Or book a suite with a kitchen, ideal for extended stays. Super 8 Winnipeg West, located just inside the perimeter on Portage Avenue.
If you take the first mortgage you're offered, a high interest rate could take your travel budget and send it packing. Before you choose a mortgage, take a second look. Get serious about your mortgage. Contact Case Financial Group today. If you take the biggest mortgage you can get, you might find your budget can't support other important costs, like buying furniture. Don't let your mortgage weigh you down. Get serious about your mortgage. Contact Case Financial Group today.
At Collins Hotel, we have you and your family's comfort in mind. Relax in one of our 16 suites featuring king or queen-size beds and 36-inch TVs. Suites also include a mini fridge and other kitchen appliances to make your stay as comfortable as possible. During your stay in Pilot Mound, visit Weiser's Restaurant, our attached family-friendly restaurant and bar. It is the perfect location to host group meals, dine with the family, or unwind after a hockey game. Come in and meet our friendly staff offering daily specials on food and drinks, wing night Wednesdays, buffet Fridays, and multiple TVs to watch the game. Weiser's is the place to be. Collins Hotel and Weiser's Restaurant and Bar, located across the street from Blackjack Stewart Arena off Highway 3 in Pilot Mountain.
Hi, I'm Nettie Weiss from Metal Master. You had an accident? Sometimes they're embarrassing, but they're always inconvenient. We have an incredible staff to take care of you. We have platinum certified techs in 4 different categories. We are certified as a gold class accredited shop. If you've made a claim already, perfect. Call us with your claim number. If you need a claim opened, give us a call. We'll walk you through it. Sometimes you can get a little nervous dealing with MPI. We'll help you out. Metal Master Auto Body. We'll straighten it out.
And we're back. Game 1 of the Founders Cup. Six Nation Rebels on top of North Shore Kodiaks, 12-3. Third period to start here in a minute. Of course, we will have all 24 games starting this morning. All 24. I would say me and Glenn, but on Thursday, Glenn has to go somewhere else. So I will be here with you. And we'll get different people. We had David Robertson, the assistant general manager of the Six Nation Rebels. I don't know why I almost said Red Cross. I want to blame it on it being early, but it's almost noon here. And he helped us out this last period, talking a bit about the program, and we'll have more people from both teams from the event as they're able, as they're free. I know a lot of the officials are running around doing stuff, getting things set up, and we try to wave them down, and they're like, I'm busy, too busy for us. But we will do that. We'll get people, talk about the program, talk about box lacrosse, how it's growing, and how people like me who even a month ago only knew field lacrosse, quickly learning box lacrosse, how fast it is, how fun it is. Lacrosse is Canada's national summer sport, so it's good that it's growing here in Manitoba. Hope to get some more junior teams in future years. But here we go. Face off. Quebec getting it back, and we've talked about Quebec are able to kind of win these face-offs, but their offense have just been shut down by a strong Rebels defense. And a good win by the Rebels. And throwing it up to Gutch. Pass it back, and Whitlow setting it up. Getting in, Gutch bobbles it, drops the ball. And here comes Quebec. Simard not taking the shot. We also mentioned how the Kodiaks bringing it in. Give go, cross, not able to hit the net. A great play. But how the Kodiaks offense is, here comes Simard in and just doing this running, this fast, trying to run around rather than pass around. Passing around has not been working good against the Rebels. And so they've been just trying to run around more. We saw it in the last half of the second period, and looks like it'll continue here. And sorry for shaking the table and shaking the camera. Here comes, and a great move and shot by Gregory Elijah Brown. And so that goal comes just a minute after in the third period, and it just shows how quick it is. Glenn mentioning I'm shaking the table, I look up to reset myself, and goal happens. Of course, this Founders Cup, every team will play each other once. There are 7 teams, and then we will have 1 versus 2, 3 versus 4, and 5 versus 6 all play each other on Sunday for our last game. So we'll have 4 games every day. I will have to check one game. We do have 5. I can't remember if that's Thursday or Friday. We have 5 games. Kodiak's here passing the ball around. Shot low, misses, hits the backboard. And here come the Rebels. Kind of a 2-on-1 here. Pass is knocked out, and Rebels is looking to set up now. That was Tate and Sky running in and not able to get the ball handily over to Colby Martin. More passes here as the Rebel offense set up and doing what they've done all period, and now will be a minor infraction, kind of a pick from behind. And here come the Kodiaks. Legris. My Manitoban farm boy accent struggles with some of these French names. Do apologize for that. Kodiak's trying to work it in. And again, just doing a lot more running and less passing than they did in the first period. There was a pass there, and the Rebels knock it down. And here comes Squire Hill running it down. Switch made to get the specialist on. Great pass. Whitlow holding on and letting the final switch happen. Getting some fakes, moving around, getting some space. Finally, actually shoots it, misses, goes behind the net, able to cap on it in front of the net, shoot and miss, or a save. Elijah Brown, ooh, big open floor hit. And he's having a hard time getting up. He just got his clock clean in the corner there, and he's a little woozy. That is number 4. Mathieu, Lefebvre, oh man. Kodiak's bringing it in. A bit of frustration there. Breakaway pass back. Goalie saves. Great little pass back to get someone who's a little more controlled rather than a dead sprint. Not able to get the goal though. Great save by Simard. Here come the Kodiaks again, just trying to run around, find an opening and hit it hard. Throw the ball in. We do get the ball to the net, but Miller's able to save a long pass. We've seen him get a big assist on a long pass like that already today. Here come the Rebels, all set up. Attacking players in. Gooch working the outside. Quick passes over across. Abram has it. Getting a little bit of help, bit of a block. Simard making another save. If you are on Facebook and want to get in the conversation as I shake the table and the camera again, we are, YouTube's a little more active, so that's where I've been following this game. Here come Kodiaks. And not able again to pass the ball through, trying to work it out, but just looks like the Rebels know they're going to be running around more and they're just going to hit you harder, keep you down. Whitlow comes in. Try to pass it, but it bounces around, and Kodiaks will get the ball in their own end and try to break out here. Able to get by the attackers. Switch is happening. Setting up here in the offensive zone. Some pass around the perimeter. Again, they have to just be far back away from the dotted line to really have the passes go, with just how great the Rebels have been. Just physical, pushing them all the way back out here to the zone, needing blocks, trying to get that running. Shot clock winding down, just throw it on net, and just a great defensive play again by the Rebels.
What I could do is put on a 20-foot cable, leave water out in the ice and interview.
Yeah. Offensive play is broken up. Kodiak's getting it, transitioning center, changing the play up, getting set up. Phoenix left 3. Quebec just really working it out, just trying to find an opening. Long passes blocked in the middle, and here come the Rebels. Colby Martin rushing it down, not seeing an open path. We'll get it over to Whitlow and get their offense set up. A little pick play. Whitlow rifles it at the net, bounces up and high, hits the rafters. That'll give the Kodiaks the ball as they come back. And setting it up. Ooh. And Rebels player is down from that. Able to take the ball and will be running up the floor. Rifle it on net, and he makes it in. We got an injury timeout here, but another goal by Owen Martin for the Rebels, and that is Gavin Skye, and he is hurt pretty bad here. He's not able to put weight on one leg. Some trainers, so that's always not good to see, and he's not even going to go back to the bench. They're just going to head towards the end boards and to the locker room, so we hope and getting more players to help out there. So kind of taking the wind out of another goal, 13-3, 12:51 left in the third. Gavin Sky making it off. Bit of stoppage of play. We'd like to thank Super 8 West here in Winnipeg for sponsoring this game, helping us put it on. Of course, we can't, both our sponsors in televising, but also team sponsors and getting the teams here. There's such a big thing of what keeps the sport alive and growing, not just alive, but growing as across Canada here in Manitoba, and it's a great thing to see. Sometimes sponsors are annoying and commercials and all that, but it does a great thing, and we find that the more games we can televise, the more people get interested in the games. The more people get interested in the game, the more sponsors, which means easier for teams. You know, they can get more equipment, better equipment, more staff here to help out. Great shot from the outside, saved. And here comes the Kodiaks. So again, even if you don't need to use a sponsor, if you're by them, you're in the area, if you can just thank for helping bring lacrosse, amateur sports, it really helps promote sports and growth in the leagues. So we like to thank them. Infraction will get the ball over to the Rebels. Jog down the floor. As I have been corrected, I've called it a little bit of everything. And here we go, Rebels looking to set up. Create a cross pass, and that's just something we don't see going the other way, and part of the reason why there's a 11 goal lead, for the Rebels is because of just being able to make those passes through the zone. And setting up here again is Whitlow. Bit of a battle trying to get some opening for him. Abrams to Whitlow. Whitlow has an open shot. Decides to hold across. There's that cross pass again. Simard saves it more from just being in position, and the big pads that's being talked about in the chat here. There are some massive pads, and you just got to get in the right position because the game is so fast you don't always see where the ball is. Just hope you're in the right position, and that'll save you a few. Kodiaks come in. Shot clock down to 10. And again, just no openings for him to really work in. Trying to pass around, run. Floor shot, bounces past the net. 10 minutes, 48 seconds left in the third period as Six Nation Rebels set up. They bring it down the floor. Again, just working the outside. There's an opening. Not able to capitalize on it. Whitlow, hard shot. Simard saves it. And we talked about last period with David Robertson, assistant GM of the other team, but Simard has done a lot of work regardless of what the score says. And it's hard to see that with a score like this. Trying to catch up on the comments, talking about the pads. Back in my day, the Sears catalog on the shins. I've heard that for a few sports. Yes, North Shore is for Quebec, North Shore Kodiaks. And I'll switch between saying Kodiaks and Quebec at times. Hopefully that's not too confusing. Great play by Rebels to keep possession of the ball. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Looking to get, and the pass just kind of bounces, goes over into the netting. And Kodiak's just not able to get control of the ball, so they'll get the ball brought down the floor here, and play will restart. Here goes North Shore Kodiaks, just looking for an opening, and a great steal. And look at this play. One on goal, and good save by Simard, but a great steal and breakaway by Justin Martin. And we've seen that a few times from the Rebels, just able to get their their stick on the ball and steal it away. Quebec just trying everything to get it inside, and the defenders have blocked a lot of shots. They have stolen a lot of passes, and they're just not able to get in there. Shot clock runs out for Kodiak, and the Rebels will get the ball. Working it up.
A long day, buddy.
Rebels are set up. Shot bounces over. Be called off of the Kodiaks, and so the Rebels will get it again. Moving it around and just able to do that almost at will, getting their open shot, and that's one of the reasons why they're ahead by 11. A little toss over the outside. Gooch throws a little high, hits off the back glass, and Quebec does wrangle it in. Going down the floor. Phoenix Levray rushes in again. A lot more just shooting or running in and trying to make the shot yourself and passing around. Passing has been just completely, and that will be penalty. Delayed penalty coming up against the Rebels. Kind of a hard hit there to someone not in possession. Extra man out for the Kodiaks, looking to do something here. 3 seconds left. And shot clock is done. That'll end the play, but they will get the penalty, a high stick. Number 88, Owen Martin.
We can go down, you go right out there, grab the player you want. Make sure you out the game.
Owen Martin,
What you're going to try
2
to do.
minutes for high sticking, time 7:04.
And a great workaround there. Quebec power play, 6 minutes, 50 seconds left in the third period, down 14-3. And we have seen the Rebels already get a shorthanded goal and putting a little bit of pressure here, controlling the ball in the attacking zone. Whitlow working it around, trying to find an opening, making it through sticks and checks. Not able to get the pass, but killing a good chunk of the penalty there. Here comes Quebec, looking to set up. Getting their attackers on, but losing a good chunk of the power play, about 15 seconds there, just trying to get set up in the zone. Working in, doesn't work. Ball bounces out, Quebec able to retain possession. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Rifled in, Miller making the save. And here come the Rebels. Letting the penalty just kind of wind down here. 10 seconds left on the shot clock and no rush. Great running play. Trying to find an opening. Not able to do much about it. And the shot clock ends. And here come Quebec. 10 seconds left in the power play. 5 minutes, 10 seconds left in the third period. And we are back to full strength. And Quebec again, 3 seconds, just not able to, throws it hard. Does hit Miller, reset the clock, and not able to do a whole lot with it. Bit of a scrum back behind the net. Ref whistling the play dead, and Kodiaks will get it. Ooh, hard shot again, blocked by Rebels. Rebels have blocked a lot. Physicality picking up here in the last quarter of the last period. And there will be a penalty called because of that. It's kind of the fire and intensity picking up, and both teams wanting to let the other one know that they're not going to accept that. Dalen Hill gets 2 minutes for holding. We have 4 minutes, 20 seconds left in the third period. And Quebec will be trying to set up a power play once again. Working it around. Oh, hard low shot, makes it through. And Davin Miller gets the fourth goal for North Shore Kodiaks. So a quick little power play, only 10 seconds taken off. But that won't do much to this 14-4 lead with only 4 minutes, 10 seconds left in the third period. The Rebels able to get the ball there. Gutch coming in, looking for an opening. Doesn't take it, backs off and lets his offense set up. Whitlow bringing it in. Again, you can just see the Rebels often having two guys right there close. Oh, looks like there's a hit behind the play, and we're going to get another slashing. And there's a hit behind the play that brought down Quebec player. We'll see that is number 13, Alex Simard. So things just getting a little bit more heated between the two teams here in the last minutes of the third period. So stay with us after the game. We'll be hoping to grab Dalen Hill of the Rebels, get a post-game interview, and see how he feels about his team coming in here, captain of the team. So stay tuned as we'll try to run down and grab them. Sometimes, especially the first games, people can get confused as what we want with them, but we're pretty good at forcing our way to the front of the line so you guys can hear what they have to say. We'll take a quick break quick break. Also thank our Super 8 West for sponsoring this game here in Winnipeg. Some confusion. The scoreboard hadn't removed the last penalty, and they're trying to figure out why there's 4 players on with 2 penalties, and realizing that penalty was the one that ran out after 10 seconds due to a goal by the Kodiaks. Kodiaks setting up here. A little over 3 minutes left in the third period. And again, just not able, even with the man advantage. Oh no. Quick little reset. A little bit of confusion. Coach is asking Rebels bench, wondering why that was reset. Quebec, again, just not fully able to get in, even down or up a man. They just haven't been able to get that ball in there. And we've seen them kind of change things up in the last period, beginning of this one, where they try to run around more, but the Rebels really clamped down on that. And with a man advantage, they're trying to pass around and not able to do it, as over a minute of the penalty has now been killed. 45 seconds, and the Rebels still have. Ooh, big hit. .30 seconds left in the power play. 2 minutes left in the game. Quebec just getting their offense, trying to put on some pressure, get another goal here. Rifles it. Not able to get on net, or was called on net. Deflected off Miller's shoulder. And a little bit of confusion between shot clock and refs and teams. And that power play comes to the end for Quebec. Not able to get a goal on this one. Getting a goal on the last one. I noticed it's not yet up on the scoreboard. The score actually 14-4. Great little moves and a great shot by Gregory Elijah Brown. He's just holding on the ball, kept making it look like he might pass, he might go out, he might do a little bit of everything, and whips it in, gets it by the goalie there. Minute 30 left in the third period.
Six Nations Whipple goal scored by number 17, Wesley Whitlow. Number 55.
And after big battle in the middle, the Rebels come away.
Gregory Eli Brown, assisted by 17, Wesley Whitlow.
And here we go, minute 10 left. Quebec running down. Not really able to do anything with it. Physicality. The Rebels really not letting up. Stealing the ball, bringing it down the other way. Whitlow setting up, and no rush. Not able to get the openings he wants. Ball is passed through. Big hit up against the boards. 2 seconds left. Whitlow, last second shot, and not able to do much with it. 25 seconds left in the period and game. And it looks like Quebec will just sit on the ball. So with 10 seconds running down, the first game of the Founders Cup, Six Nation Rebels will take the win over North Shore Kodiak. Again, if you look for the Founders Cup online through Lacrosse Canada's website, they have a really nice bracket there. They have stats and everything, so you can keep track of all the games. We have all 24 games here. Stay tuned. We are hoping to grab Dalen Hill of the Six Nation Rebels to do a quick interview with, so don't go anywhere. We're doing player of the game. For the Kodiaks, we have Felix Anton Simard, goalie, and of course we talk about that the score doesn't really translate to just how well he did in the game.
And for the Rebels, Dalen Hill.
Dalen Hill, captain for the Rebels, and the man we'll be hoping to grab with. All right, Kevin Larson here with Dalen Hill. So, Dalen, that was a strong showing, morning game. Did you expect that coming in?
Well, we were expecting like a tough battle. We know that Quebec here is going to be like they're fast, they're all in shape. So we know we're going to have to work hard. But we knew we got a little bit more skill. So we just had to play our game, and we come out the win here.
You did pretty good. Now, your defense, it was overpowering. I was talking to your assistant GM there during the game. That's pretty normal for you. Would you say just all the way through or everything went as planned, or are there some things you're going to get in there and get on the guys and say, hey, we got to do better?
Well, I just think we got to start off games better because with the whole year we've always been kind of slow to the start, but we just really got to start fast and start hard, and we're fine the whole game.
A tournament like this, you have a lot of games. They're going to be kind of rushed. What do you think is going to be important for you and your team to kind of get ready in that mindset and be physically ready as well for the next game?
Well, I honestly, for me, I think it starts like right now after this next game, focusing on the next one, take care of ourselves tonight, ice baths, everything like that, and just making sure our body and our minds are all ready just to go tomorrow because we got a big game tomorrow.
Now, when I came here, you guys were loud. You guys, is that normal for you? You guys just getting yourself pumped up, getting yourself into the game?
Yeah. Well, that's been the main thing our whole year. Is like as long as we're loud and we're in our own little world down there, then we can all get pumped up as we want. And so yeah, we tend to get loud. Yeah.
All right. Well, it was fun to watch. Honestly, this is my first box lacrosse game watching. So thank you for that. Thank you for playing, and good luck for the rest of the game.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So Kevin Larson here with Amateur Sports TV. I believe the next game, it is at 1 o'clock, 1:15. All right, just getting the correction. So we have a bit of break here, but we will have all 24 games, so this one and 23 more, all week. So make sure to stay tuned, like and share when you see it. Even with another team up, we like getting it. Again, we like growing the sport, and that really helps when more and more people see it. We've seen that with other sports, so let's get it box lacrosse. Let's everyone know who you are. And next game here, Amateur Sports TV. Thank you to Super 8 West for helping us bring in the game, and we will see you then.